Welcome back to KaganTech, and in today's video I am going to be showing you guys the easiest way to install WordPress and install the theme that we bought in the part 1 of our how to build a website for less than $100 challenge. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is log into the hosting account that you paid for from the last episode of this series, and you're going to need to go to the domains tab and go look for the domain name that you registered. In this case, the domain name we registered was wildfoundation.org, and you're going to need to change the status or the type of that domain from unassigned to an add-on domain. Basically what that means is the domain is not functioning, and then you need to put a file on your server where you can host a website that's actually public for everyone to see. Okay, so you click the unassigned button and you just follow the instructions and you make this into an add-on domain. That is completely sorted. Next, you have to go back to the hostings tab, then click this button that says install WordPress. Basically, there is this application, so to speak, from this company called Mojo Themes, where they just essentially help you install your WordPress, and the only drawback is the fact that they would install a bunch of plugins on your website where they're basically trying to market their themes to you, and these plugins can absolutely be deleted immediately after you already have them do what you want them to do for you, so that's not even a problem at all. So once the WordPress installation is done, they're going to send you an email with your credentials, and they're also going to leave the credentials on the screen. I advise you, the first thing you should do after you log in is change your password, because the password they usually use is some gibberish that's just randomly generated, and chances are you probably can't even remember that. So you want a password that's both strong but also easy to remember for you. Okay, so now that all that's done, you're logged in, your WordPress is set up, the next thing, the most important thing, is to install your WordPress theme, because without it, you can't really make your website look the way we want it to look, like we saw in the example thing we did in the first part of this series. And trust me, installing your WordPress theme can either be the most difficult thing or the easiest thing in the world, depending on the size of the theme that you're trying to use. As you can see here, the theme we're trying to use is around 15-16 MB, so we can easily just, click the appearances tab, go to the theme section, upload the new theme, and you could just upload the zip file for the theme that we bought from Theme Forest, and you just wait a while and it's going to import all the documents properly and you're all set up. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm only showing you the easiest ways to do this in this episode of this series. I am not necessarily showing you the most efficient way, because sometimes when you try to install a theme through this method, you're going to get error messages saying something about you can't upload blah 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 something, and then in that case you're going to need to upload your theme or install your WordPress through FTP, but we're not going to be touching that in this episode. So basically, after you've installed the theme, the next thing that you want to do is you want to install the demo content. Like, that is the content that you saw on the demo site of the person or the developer who sold you the theme. The reason why you might want to do this is so that you can have a baseline to work with, and then you can work your way up from there. Now, I am doing this essentially thinking I am speaking to people who haven't actually done this before, so most of the advice I am giving can be taken with a pinch of salt if you're a proper developer. And the theme that we bought actually comes with its own importer, as you can see here, which is what we're going to use. But in most cases, most themes do not come with an importer. And what you're going to need to do in that case is download this plugin called WordPress Importer, and then you just search for the demo content file. It's an XML file. It's usually inside the folder that you downloaded from Theme Forest, and then you just install that, and the same process is basically going to take place. In the next episode of this series, I'm going to show you how we're going to import images that we went out to take for this website. Like, I actually went out with my camera to take images just for this website during one of the events of the foundation, and yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to use those images and incorporate them into your work and make the website yours. It becomes a personal thing. It becomes beautiful. It looks amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and the next episode of this series should be coming out in the next couple of days. Peace.